We're here today talking about social media, and we are telling you that these people are abusing audiences. They'll tell you that creative is key, but they're only really specifically speaking to the rich. So we're listening to people tell us that someone spent their brand went from 0 to 100 million in 5 years, and they spent millions of dollars on organic reach. Understand what I just said, and you'll understand the game of how they're playing your asses while telling you that you can go viral overnight. That's the Democrat version of a Ponzi scheme. They're not doing organic reach as in free. No, it's enslaved reach of what the Ponzi scheme called trends. That's the secret. So this organic reach of you would be able to go viral overnight is the Ponzi scheme to get you keep producing content, to keep them being able to watch your stuff, to take your stuff, and then capitalize off of it. And then they have the connections out of LA. This is all stemming from LA, by the way. All stemming from New York, all stemming from LA. And they're going to tell us that they spent 6 figures at least on creative. Then they're calling it organic reach. And then they're taking it on an interest graph that's controlled by all these marketing people. So they're using influencers who you think are intelligent, or I don't even know what you think about these people. Maybe you want to be like them. I don't really honestly know, because it's disgusting and disgraceful to watch all of it. There's no entertainment value. There's no education. There's nothing more than a cesspool of the swamp being delivered to you on a daily basis to create more anxiety that gets you to want to buy these products. So these companies work with these influencers who are working with prostitutes who literally wear cleavage shirts, and they're like 8 months pregnant, where the husband and the father of the child is sitting at a restaurant and they're filming as she's being spoon-fed right after he tells her how beautiful she is. That's literally their dream. That's literally a woman's princess queen dream that Mona Van speaks to when she talks on her podcast. That she was literally hand-delivered organic reach. She was literally handed everything to her entire existence. She's never lifted a finger in her entire life. And the marketing teams across the entire globe are assisting women like that with men like Gary Vaynerchuk to promote that kind of bullshit while telling us and talking like fucking robots that never delivers to an audience except for a vague experience of uplift, of happiness and joy, where nothing gets done and nothing changes. And then everybody's like, well, yeah, I really got a lot about the organic reach conversation. We as a big company need to. The creative is key. Yeah, it's called trending, and then you boost it with your millions of dollars so that everybody else stays in the dark, and the corruption of the marketing just gets worse. Where you're now using little children and infants while you're literally bragging to us as you travel and show off your outfits, you show off your hair and makeup, you show off all your money, and then you try to act as if you're a friend. If I had a friend who all she did was brag and gloat photographs, which I've shown you, if I had a person in my existence where all she did was post pictures of herself standing next to a rich dude while she showed her ring, while she rubbed vegetables, that would not be somebody that I would hang out with or even look at. It's called a train wreck. That's the democracy that's at risk. So what democracy is actually at risk is that influencers are part of the campaign to destroy America, but they're utilizing the fact they have money and so-called power, abusing their power, and creating this narrative around marketing strategy, which is all entailed details the downfall of you as an individual, where you're like, that's not true, she's so nice. Smile for smile. Where's the education or desire in your own body that you actually want to learn something in your existence? Everything these people speak to is nothing more than a fucking gimmick. Well, I'm making in the business. Well, I met with this really rich person. Well, I'm doing this and I'm doing this and I'm doing this. Look what I'm doing, and you can do it too. No, you can't. You don't make life fun. You make life completely, utterly miserable. Your lives are miserable. And then you get fun off of abusing audiences, where you then gloat about yourself on a yacht, where then in the return effect of it is telling us how to be humble. How to be humble while you sit on a yacht, while your princess bitch sits back at the bungalow and posts videos about herself making decaf coffee where she can barely make eggs. The reality of what we're dealing with the most lucrative business people, well, they then show up to Michael Rubin, a billionaire's home, where they prance around in titty showing dresses, and that's their version of marketing. And no one, I repeat, no one is protecting you. And you're so damn brainwashed and you're so money chasing and money hungry, you don't bring value, you invent value. You have no care for the results of your words that come out of your mouth. You don't do anything for your audience. It's always all about you. How am I going to reach an audience? Make sure you have heart. I don't see any heart in anything you're saying except for words like be happy and be joyous. Oh, thanks. That's real helpful. It's real helpful that we have to watch Persians and Pakistanis and all these Middle Eastern while all of you yell out, be kind. While you hand over the Constitution for them to tell us what the Constitution means, when none of these people have ever lifted a finger for American citizens. They literally never fought in the wars to protect Americans. Now they're making money off of our Constitution, such as Monavan, while they are disintegrating our freedom of speech and our right to bear arms, while you parade and celebrate people like Kamala Harris. Literally the most disgraceful display of garbage that we've ever fucking seen in the history of this fucking country is a woman standing in your face saying, I want to be president, yet you grew up in Canada, you're Jamaican, and you're grown Indian. Understand the psychosis that you will see tonight at the debate will absolutely flabbergast you if you are an American citizen. The news media will not support you. They will only tell you how praised they are with how great Kamala Harris did, because that's called terrorism. They will silence your voice that is authentic and real to support a woman like Monavan, who isn't even born in this country. When I want to remind everybody that I was born, which I didn't even realize this my entire life until I went to look back at a map for the first time in years, that I was born like 2 hours, an hour and a half from Los Angeles. So I would say that I was born in the land of Los Angeles, not you. So that means I own Los Angeles. I told you that I owned Los Angeles. And the only reason I'm not a celebrity acting in movies is because I moved to Georgia. Thank God. Thank God that I didn't get raised in California, because I would have literally dominated and destroyed you early on. But now we get to uncover and see what you all are actually up to, so that you will never, ever come back to this planet, and we will never, ever allow this shit to happen again, Monavan. You literally are exposing everything that's the darkest in a human that could ever exist on the planet. You all are the worst thing that we've ever seen in the history of the globe. You may not be able to acknowledge or accept it, but facts are facts. Facts are facts, folks.